So I did a little survey on my Instagram, and everybody wanted to see like all the fluency stuff. So here we are with all the fluency stuff. Now, do I think I am the end all be all with fluency? No, I am not. Have I done it for a while? Yeah. Have I made a system that I like? Absolutely. So I'm just going to share what works for me in my classroom, also what's worked in the past and why I've changed it and things like that. So the first thing I want to talk about is why is fluency so important? Because we all know at the end of the year when they take that test, they don't have time to sit there and count it out on their fingers every single time. They should just know their basic facts. Now, again, what are basic facts? 1 through 10 for sure, okay? We don't need to be sitting there counting 3 plus 2 every single time. Like, that's not what we need to be doing. We need to get to where we're doing mental math for the 1 through 10. And even 1 through 20. I mean, that's what I make sure my kids know, especially when they came into the 3rd grade, that they were fluent in 1 through 20. Now, when you get into the older kids, of course, you can always go back to that. If some kids are lower or they're struggling, that's always a great thing to review. But starting in 3rd grade, we hit multiplication and we hit it hard. And I make it a requirement to be fluent in your facts, and then I make it a requirement to be fluent in your division facts, because if you know multiplication, you know division. So there's that. It's also in our standards, in our state standards, that they can fluently do things, and that basically makes mental math. Like, we don't have to check it, we know what it is, all that good stuff. Also, a lot of the kids go, oh, why do I have to know this? I have a calculator on my phone. Well, my friends, there have been many a times I have gone to Walmart or Sam's and I've needed a calculator and my phone has been dead, or I left it in the car, or my niece was using it and was going to throw a hissy fit if I tried to take it away from her. So you just need to know these basic facts. And I always try to tell them, the next time you go to Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart, Kroger, Sam's, wherever you are, I want you to look around. How many adults do you actually see use a calculator? Now, I know some of you go, well, I use it every time, and that's great. That's fine. But honestly, look around and actually see how many people use a calculator. It's not a lot. It's not. I know I sometimes use it like to double check myself. Like if I do math in my head, I'm like, that doesn't look right. Let me just double check myself. But, so that's just something we need to know as like a human race. Just everybody. So, anyways. So, let's see, where should I start? Let's start with anchor charts or things like that. So we started tutoring this summer, me and my sister, for Class 101, which if you're interested in, you can look on my Instagram. They're on Facebook, things like that, and I can definitely get you information because we do have a July class that's filling up. But I got introduced to K through 2. I got introduced to little bitty babies. I was like, they're too cute, y'all. I can't get onto them. They're too cute. I can't. I just need to stay where I'm at because they're too cute. I can't. I just want to take them home, and their mamas dress them so cute. I just can't. So, anyways, I got introduced to them. So I was like, oh my God, like they can't do multiplication. I was like, so I've got to back down. So I found these charts. I did not make these charts, but I just put 2 to 1, and this is if I could talk, that would be helpful. Addition and subtraction. So this goes 1 to 12. I just had my littles highlight 1 to 5 for right now. And then we're going to highlight 6 to 12 later on. But this is good for them to practice at home. This is just a great resource to have. That's for the littles. For the bigger kids, I have the multiplication chart and the division chart. Okay. Thankfully, with my teachers that I've worked with, they have let me put this on the newsletter. So that's really nice to have it be printed every single week. So there's never, well, I don't know that. Lies, go to your newsletter and look at it. And I also have this as an anchor chart. Like I copy it on cardstock, and I let them, I let them put it in a sheet protector in their binder. So the ones that are not fluent in their multiplication facts or struggle, they can pull this out and use this as a resource during class. Now, not on a test, but they can use it during class time. So there's this. I think these are really important to have. Also, let me look at my notes. Okay. So the littles, I'm not used to littles. So I searched and searched for fluency that I liked, and I just didn't see any that I liked for the littles. So I just made my own. So this is the addition fluency, and I made one just like it with the subtraction, and I made it for, they just do 10 a day, so I put 50 on here. And so, and I thought, oh God, I'm gonna have to teach them how to do this. Oh, they're not gonna know it. But they really picked up, and they absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, they're like, I love fluency. This is fun, because they're timed and they have to beat the clock. So I give them 2 minutes just because they're littles and they get distracted easily. But they have 2 minutes to complete 10, and then we go over them, and I let them highlight them. And then I let them, where is it? I let them highlight how many they got right, and then they get to do it on their chart, and I have it labeled Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday. So I put 2 weeks on here. Of course, you don't have to do that. I just did that for my purposes, but and they get to color how many they got right. Okay, and I'll actually show you an example of both of these at the end of a kid that's in our tutoring class. But they absolutely love this, and we do addition in the morning, like right when they get in, right before their morning work, and then before they leave to go to reading, we do subtraction. So we cover it both in a day. In class, I mean, I wouldn't do that. I would just stick with addition until they've mastered that, and then they can move on to subtraction, you know. So there's that. Then we have kids, then I got introduced to second going into third grade, which is like, oh, that's my lane, yes. So I wanted to make sure they were comfortable with addition and subtraction first. So I actually found these on commoncoresheets.com. This is like my go-to because it's aligned with Common Core. So I absolutely love this website. It's absolutely free. You don't have to sign up for anything. And I just cut it into 5. So there's 20 in each. So they just do 20 a day. And then they have their own little chart that I made them. Of course, it says multiplication up here, but I have it for every other one too. But Monday through Friday and 1 through 20. They absolutely love this. I don't know what it is, guys. They love it. I don't know if it's because they get to use a highlighter. I don't know if it's because they get to beat the clock. Whatever. They also get 2 minutes for this, and I'll tell you this. The first week, they basically use the whole 2 minutes, and some of them, and because we only have 2 in that group, and they were just getting finished, or they didn't even get finished. Oh no, my sheets. And this is like, we just finished our second week, and they get done with 20 problems in a minute. So we're probably definitely going to start moving on to multiplication, because I started teaching them multiplication this week, and they absolutely love that. I'm like, I'm so glad you're excited about it. Most kids aren't. So there's that. Again, I just made these on Microsoft Word, and I have also, for the bigger kids, for like 3rd through 5th, I did multiplication and division. So this is again on commoncoresheets.com. And I just cut it into 20 a day, 20 a day. And this is mixed because I feel like you're in 4th and 5th grade, you should have your multiplication facts and division facts known. So that's what we do. For the most part, they get them all. Now there's a couple of them like the 7 times 8, that one always gets me, and like the 6 times 7, I have to sit there and go, I have to think about it too, so I don't blame them for that. But they usually get them done really easily, and their chart looks just like the other chart. They just color it in. So this is a really good resource. If you don't have the paper, if you don't have access to a lot of paper, you can always just print it and put it in a sheet protector, and they can write on it with dry erase markers. So save paper, whatever. Then this is actually, I actually don't do any of those in my personal classroom. I do this in my classroom. So I made these, and I actually have them in Division 2. So I have 2s, I go 1 through 12, and then I have mixed, which has review at the top. And you work at your own pace. So the kids that are, you know, struggling, they don't have to go on to 5s or 6s where we know they're not going to get any because they haven't mastered their 4s yet. Okay. I also have to have a discussion with my kids about classroom spirit and not talking down to others because you're on your 8s and they're on their 2s. So we really have to have a discussion about that because, and I'll tell you this, because in my classroom, I have this huge chart that's on. I had to black out my kids' names. But I have this huge chart, and it's printed for 4 classes. And I put stickers on it every single day, so everybody knows where you are. And some people might not agree with that, but again, I had that discussion with my kids. And if I saw that it was an issue, I would definitely go in and change it maybe to numbers or something, because they do get numbers for their data board. So that's not an issue. If it became an issue, I would handle it. But it's never been an issue in my room. We have a really good close-knit classroom family, so they do really good with this. But they come in every day and they work on this and they look on their chart and they know which ones to get out of the fluency basket. And I also have division for this. This is also something you can do. We didn't want to give homework this summer, so we just did a fluency thing. I did a fluency thing, and then I think Jenny did a reading log. So I just said that if you study your facts, just initial the day that you studied, and that's great. If you don't get to it, that's fine. No big deal. I get it. I'm tired. I don't want to do work when I get home either. Gotcha. Also, this is another way, and I just did an example, Anna and Sally. This is, you can also do this in your data binders, and I know I went over this before, but you can have this in your data binders to kind of keep up with what kids on what, so that when you do meet with parents or you do meet with your intervention teams, you can say, well, Anna's doing really great, Sally's kind of struggling on her 3, so maybe we can implement something like that. So that's all I've got for fluency. I tried to make this video not 24 minutes like the other one was. So I hope it helped. If it did, let me know. If you want something emailed, let me know. Also, if you like these earrings, my best friend makes them. She's on Facebook and Instagram, Love AB Design, so check her out. She's got really cute earrings. But yeah, I think that's it. So.